Welcome to the Action Sturge. Tonight we will be playing Dungeonworld as our heroes begin to, or continue to hunt down the Harbingers in the realm of Ruby's Reach. Before we get started, a quick shout out to some of our favorite channels who are amazing. Indigo Chameleon, InkyB29, Deus Ex Metagame, Twisted Stranger, The Plastered Dragon, Chugachu, Legends of Avantris, Tabletop Notch, and DieHack Studio. All of which have links below. If you're watching us on Twitch, all of which have links below on our page description. So, with that, waiting for the. Well, I guess it looks like Twitch has started. So with that, we will begin. So last time, the Earth Spirit died. And the world has fallen into a deep, dark depression, into a gloom.
Thanks, Amber Jill.
Everywhere you guys have traveled, the people were referring to it as the gloom. And
do you have a question for us? Do you have a question for us?
I will in just a second. And people like crops have failed. The earth is not producing any more food. The plants have turned this strange yellow. The fruit has become gooified and poisonous, and the animals are all slowly dying because they have nothing to eat. And there's famine has started to occur everywhere. Since you left the town of Crystal Falls. You guys have bore witness to this. Now, the next harbinger, of course, is the great and mighty Frankenstein. A beast so terrifying that those who have seen it dare not speak of it. And you know that it has been seen near the village of the Bobby Goblins.
Where is everyone?
So Neverlander.
The famine got to them.
The gloom. Welcome to the gloom.
The gloom sturge.
Yeah, the gloom sturge. Yeah. So your friend Laneth here, who knows these realms like the back of his elfin hand, can take you guys to the Bobby Goblins.
That's near where I'm from.
It's near where we're all from. It's right in the
Okay,
middle.
everybody's tuning in. Hi, everybody.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
We had a long rest, right? Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for checking us out. Welcome to the gloom.
Welcome to the gloom. 'Tis the season.
So,
Tis was the season.
'Tis was the season. Would it be twas the season?
Twas the season.
Oh, I guess that's what that means. So, the Bobby Goblins. Oh, thank you. Oh, Clash Dragon. Thank you for the host.
Thanks for
Thank
hosting,
you.
dude.
We will see you in a bit.
Yeah, right.
So remind me, guys, about the Bobby Goblins again.
I was not here for Bobby Goblins, so I don't know anything about Bobby Goblins.
We have a paladin friend who thinks they're kind and generous.
So the order, yeah, that's right, the order of the Bobby Goblins.
Well, he thinks he's their father.
Yeah.
Carries them around in a papoose.
They look up to Tit. Is his name?
Tit. We call him Tit.
So the order of the Bobby Goblins is an order of paladins who have taken it upon them as their sworn duty to raise goblins to be good, and so they have a sanctuary, sort of a goblin sanctuary, where goblins can go and receive.
We all look up to Tit.
And receive fair treatment and honest wages and where a goblin can get treated fairly. It's the only. What's up, Robin? And it's the only place in the realm where this is so. Laneth, you have been you surely have been to the to this place, have you not?
Yes, sadly.
Okay. So thank you, Blaster Dragon.
Blaster subscribe!
Oh my
Heck yeah! Give some love.
big butt.
Some plastered love.
Plastered love.
Maybe.
Yo!
Hey, what's up?
Yo.
So tell me something. I want all of each of you to tell me something that you've heard or know about the Goblin Sanctuary and the Order of the Bobby Goblins. We'll start with Zeno. Introduce who you are and what you do, and give me one thing that you've heard about the Bobby Goblins.
I'll be playing Zeno, the wizard, and the one thing I know about the Bobby Goblins is they like being transported in papooses.
What, the goblins?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Goblins in papooses.
And paboozes. Even better.
Maybe they
Bottles.
maybe they have club feet.
Ew!
Okay, so you think that they're deformed in some way?
Some way.
Some physical malady. Laneth?
I'm Laneth the Ranger. I want to say that the reason it's on my map is it literally looks like a farm of goblins instead of an actual sanctuary like they say it is.
So then they are farming goblins.
Oh my
That's
god.
what it looks like.
Livestock.
Interesting.
Goblin farm / sanctuary? Question mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since I've actually been there.
Okay. And Amber Jill.
I hear that the Order of the Bobby Goblins are most honorable, but there are a few dirty knights. What? Dirty cops? How do you say dirty cops but dirty knights? Traitors. Betrayers.
Okay.
Within the mists.
So honorable order. Possibly corrupt.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Okay.
That's fair.
Beautiful.
I've heard that about them.
Blackguards. Says
There you go, yeah.
Yeah.
He knows what I meant. Ye old pigs!
What's up, Arngard? So so the order of the Bobby Goblins. And Amber Jill, you are a fighter.
I'm so sorry. Yes, my name is Suserva Amberjill. I am a human fighter.
All right. So upon arriving to the Goblin Sanctuary, this haughty human will approach you on the path, and he has a papoose strapped around his chest, and he will hold his hand up and he will say, "Halt!"
And I'll raise my eyebrow at that.
Hey, Carl.
Peers and he says, "Laneth, is that you?"
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus, how do you know this guy?
I've traded with them. They're right outside my village. You
He
know?
kind of blushes a little bit and he says,
Oh, Jesus.
"I didn't think you'd ever come back."
Gonna add Carl to the love list.
Carl's not on the love list.
Carl's on the love list.
But his sister.
Is that Carl with a K or Carl with a C?
Or Carl
Okay.
with a Q.
Or are we unclear? Carl with a Q.
Quarrel?
Carl with a Q.
Coral.
Carl with a Q.
Is that what is it? What is
It's
it? A K
Carl
or a
with-
Q?
It's Q. It's Q.
It's Q
Okay,
now.
Carl
It's
with the Q.
yeah. He says, I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Coral.
Listen, Quarrel.
And the papoose on his chest begins to shift around a little bit, and this little goblin will stick his head out.
It looks like you.
Please, for the love of God, no.
So how does
Zeno, give me a basic, give me a discern realities here.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord.
Be bad.
Baby Yoda, but a goblin. Yes.
So yeah, that's gonna be a 7.
A 7. So
Well, you still get to ask one question,
I
right?
still get to ask one question.
right. Well, you're looking at Laneth and you're looking at the little goblin. You're looking at Laneth and you're looking at the little goblin.
Oh, no.
I don't say anything. I just oh, okay.
You're the ultimate wingman, and I just don't know.
No. So besides that, dude, looking around, does everything seem to be dying here as well?
No.
So it
actually,
hasn't reached this far.
No. The surrounding land is dying, but the Goblin Sanctuary seems to be untouched
Interesting.
by the gloom.
Okay.
Is it very obvious? Like, is it more lush and green than everything else?
Yes.
The grass is greener on this side of the
Like,
fence.
super green.
Well,
Like
maybe-
there's almost a line where you
like,
can
yeah.
see the grass is yellow on one side and the grass is green on the other.
So, I'll look to Coral and
Yeah.
Or
I'll look to Coral.
He says it's Carl.
Oh, okay, might be
Will be
Carl.
Cup.
Coral. So I'll look to Carl and I'll ask him. How they're preserving life within the Goblin Sanctuary, whereas everything else around is obviously dying.
He says, we owe it to our faith and our mission to bolster the land around us.
Okay, so how are you doing that?
He says, surely it is some miracle. We are not sure, but we do feel blessed that our land has been untouched.
I guess they wouldn't know if any other lands were as well, though, huh?
There are those that leave the order and oh my.
Oh my, what?
Oh, okay. It looked like the stream stopped, but I guess we're good. There are those that leave the order and travel about, but none of our none of those that have left have come back recently.
Why were they leaving? Just simply because they had missions,
To
or
spread the mission of the Bobby Goblins,
that's great.
for people that
to act as the shield of justice for goblins everywhere, to bring peace to this land
That's
by way of goblins.
wonderful.
I'm going to puke.
Okay.
I didn't hear a word of what he just said. I can't take my eyes off.
Oh,
that goblin.
he just keeps his eyes keep darting between the two.
Yeah, he's got Lana's signature
Curly
like
hair.
little curl, like little hair curl, like.
Oh my god. Okay.
And indeed, he's reaching out for Lana.
Okay.
I don't know your name.
Papa.
Oh. So yeah, I guess we should probably go check out what's going on in that sanctuary. Whatever's going on there could probably help the rest of the land as well. Or at least we could try. I mean, we have nowhere else to go, right? Other than to fight the Frankenstein.
Look, I know that you're eager to join us on our mission. I know that you've been swayed by my powerful presence. That the calls to you. However, we are not accepting any more initiates at this time. Feel free to take an application and apply at a later date, but we're all full. Thank you. I'm just gonna wait.
How about a visitor's pass?
He says, Laneth,
Wink at him.
you know as well as I do that since your last rampage through here that we cannot admit visitors as freely as we did.
What happened last time?
Do you really want to?
I just point right at the man.
So have you encountered anyone from Beggar's Hold as of late?
Oh yes, we have some visitors from Beggar's Hold staying with us.
Oh, you do?
Oh yes.
But you can't let us in.
Well, if I'm being completely honest, they didn't necessarily ask.
Alright, and I'd start walking.
His blade goes down and he says, Laneth, we're old friends,
I got a baby, bro.
and I do care for you greatly. And the time we spent together was magical. However, I cannot let you pass.
How drunk was I?
These emissaries from Beggar's Hold, well, they seem to be, they're here to address the issue with the Frankenstein.
That's why we're here.
Oh?
I mean, we gotten rid of some of the other problems going on in this land, why couldn't we help you?
Well, they are helping. Since they've been here, the Frankenstein has not attacked us.
Do we have the Minotaur skull, right? Can we like totally show that off to him?
Yeah.
Be like, ring a ding ding. Here's its little cowbell too.
He says, "Oh, that's a fancy skull. Are you a hunter?
We took down the Minotaur,
Minotaur?
the other harbinger of doom.
Harbinger of what?
Doom.
Gloom?
Bloom.
Doom?
My bad. Bloom.
Doom?
Gadoom.
Room?
I know nothing of
Gloom.
I know nothing of any such Minotaur.
Well, perhaps you can provide us with the names of these folks from Beggar's Hole.
Well, there's Petey
Aw.
and Cathedral.
Is it Beggar's Hold or Beggar's Hole?
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
It's hold,
There's
but we
Petey
call it
and
hold.
Cathedral, and then there's someone new just arrived in quite a state. He must have had such a rough travel. He's a mage of some sort. Perhaps he goes by the name of Thomas.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought we killed him.
No, he got away.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it seems like you've got things well under hand here. Is there some place other than Beggar's Hole we might stay for the night?
He says, well, not for quite some ways. I do feel bad about sending you out, especially when I have such history with Laneth.
What history?
I'll tell you what, you may not come into the town, but you may stay at the Lover's Shack.
Okay.
Is that a honeymoon
That-
suite
that-
kind of?
That would be,
He says, well, you should know.
That would be fine.
Laneth knows where it is. And he gives a little wink.
Perhaps you can guide us.
Yeah, this way.
So Laneth will lead you to the so you guys are kind of on the outskirts of town, but he'll lead you over to this place where there's a couple like giant boulders amidst the fields, and kind of nestled in between them is this like rundown like shack. It makes what, Leaping Flame, was that his name?
Leaping Flame.
It makes Leaping Flame's house look like a luxury suite.
Don't mind me.
Leaping Flame's house was kind of quaint.
Don't mind me. I'm about to subscribe, so if it comes up.
Okay.
Oh, maybe it won't occur. I don't even care.
So yeah. You guys approach. Do you still have the goblin?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you do.
I really don't. This is the first time I've seen this one.
Gizmo.
Is the shanty locked?
No, it doesn't even have a door.
It doesn't even have a door.
No.
Fair enough.
Gizmo. His name is Gizmo.
Well,
You enter in, and there's a bed, but it's kind of it's got like a straw mat on it, and the straw's kind of like going everywhere, and the bed is like pretty much like cobbled together. You can tell it's been broken and repaired many times, and it has like a slight wobble to it. And
My name's carved above the bed.
there's a candle on a small wooden table, and it's about half melted. And
No, like in the little shack, there's like a little like heart engraving that says L plus Q or something.
yeah, so while you're kind of inspecting the place, you do find a little some graffiti like etched into the wall, and you do see L plus Q, and then you see L plus R, and you see L plus S, and you see L plus Z.
I mean, at this point, I've grown used to such things.
It's like every time we go and there's at least one graffiti.
So it's kind of a shambles. Does it smell bad?
It has like a musty smell, almost like an old book. You might find it comforting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would definitely find that comforting. However, I would cast prestidigitation to kind of clean up.
Okay, yeah. So you start cleaning up. What do the rest of you do?
Carl's there with us? Or like he showed us the way in? Or?
No, Lana showed you the way in.
Probably take the baby back.
Yeah.
So Baker's Hole is bad, right?
Yes.
Well, it's being ruled by someone bad.
It's bad.
It's a human city.
But it's corrupt.
Well, it is now, yes.
It's downtown Richmond.
Don't throw
Serena?
that kind of shade on the stream. We'll talk about Page County all you want.
Alright.
Dare bring up Richmond.
It's
The goddamn capital.
Well,
it's liberated Page County.
everything around us is dying. We need to convince them that all the goblins they have in their sanctuary are safe. The goblins out of the sanctuary are not safe.
First of all, Thomas is here. And we know what that means.
But they're the reason this is
Oh, I thought, okay.
So we need to lay low and investigate what he's up to.
I definitely need to take this baby back.
What spells have you prepared for the day? Are you sticking with monster and...
Monster, magic missile. I don't know. Let me take a quick gander.
Yeah, take a quick look at your spells. Laneth, the baby, is like playing with your, I assume you have like a sash for your quiver and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like playing with the buckle, and he's like moving it around. He's like, ooh,
Trying to like hide the like father like instinct over like shh.
and then he looks up at you and he says, "You gotta smoke."
His baby.
I'll give the baby a cigar.
He's like, "Seriously, you gotta smoke?"
No.
Ah, fuck! What good are you? He'll hop down off the table, and he'll say, "Oh, thank God you rescued me from that hellhole. Thought I was gonna be stuck there forever."
I mean, it is a farm of you.
He says, "Oh, it's the worst." He's like, "Look, a goblin's natural tendency in this world is to do nothing. Maybe reave and pillage a little bit, but oh God, good, clean, honest work sucks."
What the hell?
This is Jay.
What's going on inside that sanctuary, little gizmo?
He says, "Oh, it's the worst. They preach to us about our rights all the time. They make us go to school and try to teach us things. They try to teach us manners. Ugh, they don't even let us smoke. Of course, they think half of us are babies. It's a pretty good gig in that regard."
So you want to come out into the world where there is no food, no thriving of life.
He says, "Look, I just want to find somewhere that's peaceful and happy, and then take it over and make it into my own personal paradise at the expense of others."
There is no peaceful, happy place currently with the Earth Spirit's death and everything around us dying. The only place that is happy and peaceful is probably inside that sanctuary, and we want to know how.
Oh, okay. Well, so what's the plan? We're gonna go in there and take it over.
Maybe.
Think about it. All the smokes I could ever enjoy.
Do you know anything about the strangers visiting the sanctuary?
Oh yeah, those guys are great.
How are they great?
Oh man, let's see. They went up to the leader of the order and they totally strong-armed him. It was awesome. Pretty cool to watch. Old Pubert back there, they pushed him down in the mud. It was pretty sweet.
And they're okay with it?
Oh, absolutely not. They hate him. They don't want him there at all. But their presence here makes the Frankenstein go away, so you can't beat that, I guess. That's the only thing that the order can't handle.
Okay. I prepared myself.
Alright.
Do you know why they're here?
Not
there's-
really.
Yeah, there's no way they're here for
They seem to be pretty obsessed with the well in town, though.
the well.
Yeah.
What do you know about the well?
Water comes out of it? Duh.
Cool beans.
Listen, hot mama, you gotta smoke.
don't have a halfling pipe leaf.
Oh my god, I would kill for some halfling pipe leaf at this moment.
I'm gonna spout lore to see if I can discern anything about the well.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything unusual.
What?
For 13.
Yeah, so you recall not the particular location, but but a story, like a fragment of a story that you remember reading in a book. There was a magic well which housed a water spirit, and it would grant wishes.
Oh, a water spirit. God damn it.
Interesting.
Well, we know where they're off to kill now.
Well, I mean, I'm glad I chose the spells I did. Okay.
Is there no way you can, like, convince Carl to let us into the town, dude? Can't you, like, sleep with him again or something?
I didn't sleep with him.
I mean, perhaps we should...
You slept with Hubert! Oh my god! That's embarrassing.
Hubert.
I'm never letting you out of this town again.
More like Q Bear.
I will shoot you. I can get us in town at night if you want to sneak in. But I don't think he's going to let
I'm
me
not sneaky. Clang, 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 my armor.
Oh yeah, that's a racket. Oh man.
Does it again.
Goo gaga.
Ew.
Do I have any pipe leaf? No. So yeah, we should cease all communication for now, I think, and just settle in to our little love shack and figure out what to do. The more they know about what we know, I feel can only hurt.
Well, they already know that the water spirit is somehow connected to the well.
Oh, do they?
Well,
I don't know, man.
they're obviously
First
interested.
I'm hearing of it.
Well, he said they were obsessed. Well, did you tell us that the well and the water spirit and...
Yeah.
Okay, you
I
told us
told
that.
you, but the villagers don't know.
Oh, are you talking about the villagers or are you talking about the people from Baker's Hole?
No, just the villagers. We don't know the agenda. Well, we're pretty sure, but
Well, little Gizmo here said that the Baker's Hole people have been hanging around the well a lot and they're obsessed with it.
And not that it's like, you know, a big deal or anything, but it's actually pronounced Gizmo.
Oh, sorry, Gizmo. Pronounced. I will note that.
Please don't be the reason there's a J on the wall.
Gizmo.
He says, "Oh, that's gross, man. You're like way older than me."
Ew.
Ew.
Way older than everyone in this room.
Why does he look like you?
I don't know. Probably one of my kids. I am
But he's not a kid.
over 200
How does
years
he look
old.
like you?
I look like this guy? Oh my god, don't insult me.
Fix your hair, dude.
This guy looks like the bottom of my shoe. And I'm not wearing any shoes.
I don't like this guy.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I think we should. There has to be. If you need to, do you think you could scout in town? You are the sneakiest of us, right? Well, you haven't. Did you prepare invisibility or not?
No. I dropped invisibility.
So you'll probably.
Could you get me a pet?
What does he need a pet for? You have a. Make your hawk. Make your hawk look. Have it fly over.
Do I have a feeling they're gonna shoot my hawk down?
I know I would.
I'm asking you.
They're not. That's not like. Do they have like archers on the ready at all times?
Oh no, dude. They're all like.
So
I'm not even sure they can really fight, to be honest.
So your hawk will be fine. Just have him fly over, see what the deal is.
Since I leveled up, I got the ability to speak with animals, so I'm just going to talk to the hawk and tell
Oh
them,
man, speak with animals. Do you ever talk to yourself?
going to kill this thing.
He does.
I like this guy. You sure you're not holding it?
Huh?
You sure you're not holding any pipe leaf?
Do you want
Yeah,
me to
I'm
go
pretty
get you
sure.
some pipe leaves?
Yeah, man.
I'm not holding anything.
Now you're the coolest guy I know. And he puts his hand up. And he like holds your hand like a child and begins to lead you out of the place.
Alright, I go.
Alright. So is there like a Great Wall of China around the sanctuary, or is it just open and we can walk in?
Just open.
It's open. So
Mhm.
then how the
They got patrols, yeah.
Yeah, it's just Carl. He's just walking around.
Well, maybe I'll talk to Carl.
If you're like looking at him, he'll see you. He'll wave.
Maybe I'll talk to Carl.
Okay.
I'll go to Carl, and I will relay to him that it is nice that there are people there that are helping, but I heard that they're kind of rude. They also shoved him in the mud. And the more that we can get involved, the more that the goblins outside the sanctuary can be saved. Would that be a parlay?
Yeah, do a little parlay.
+1.
Now, do you have a thing where you can also use your strength to parlay?
Yeah, but I think I have to be violent about it.
Oh, okay.
Let me look. When you use parlay using threats of violence.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I'll start off nice. How about we do that? We'll start off nice and then I'll get mean if this doesn't work.
Okay.
I crit.
Oh, okay. So,
Eat.
Oh,
so he's gonna lean in. He's gonna be like,
bye, Neverlander.
See you, Neverlander.
See you, Neverlander.
So he's gonna lean in and he's gonna say, to be a little honest, I don't really like these guys.
Yeah, they seem kind of pompous.
Yeah, they're kind of mean. They push me down.
I heard. Got you all muddy and dirty.
Push me down and call me names.
I think it would mean a lot to Laneth too if they'd let us in, just to kind of get a scout on what's going on. Like I said, like.
Well, let me ask you something. Does he ever mention me?
Have you ever met?
I mention nobody ever until we meet them.
He's mentioned you amongst others.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yo.
Others?
Every town he goes to, he.
Are you standing there right beside me?
He what?
He writes poems about people he knows. He knows a lot of people.
He reached into his breastplate. He says, he wrote me a poem.
Maybe they're all about you.
God, how drunk it was.
And he reads it to you, and it's the exact same poem that he's written every
But
every
like a
other
different
person.
name, yeah. Oh my god.
Wow.
Anyway, Carl, that's besides the point. We want to help, and we want to help you get rid of these jackasses.
Roll it back out and stick it back in his breastplate.
Give him an affirmative pat on the shoulder.
He says, well, unfortunately, like I said, their presence here ensures that the Frankenstein does not attack their village.
We can take the Frankenstein. If I can take a Minotaur, I can take a Frankenstein as well.
He says,
Do you know what it is about their presence that prevents it from coming? Is it just the fact that they're intimidating and strong, or...
we're not
Do they
really
have-
sure. They said they would take care of it, and then ever since they've been here, it hasn't attacked.
But have they taken care of it? Or are they just staying and hoping it'll just not come by?
I don't know. To be honest, perhaps, I'll tell you what. If you can bring proof to me that you've killed this beast, I'll let you in the town.
Holds the skull up
We'll
again.
run them off.
The Frankenstein. Okay.
Oh, yeah, he, shakes your hand.
Oh, thank you. Your hands are so
And
warm.
then he gives you a hug. It's the Bobby Goblin way.
It's Hobgoblin way.
That's not the body.
Clank, does he have armor, like paladin armor
Yeah.
too? Oh god, that's like really clunky and uncomfortable
And he
hug.
says, by the way, have you seen Gizmo around?
Laneth had him last, right?
Well, as long as he's not in danger. He's just a little baby.
I'm sure Laneth's taking great care of him.
What, in the background, you see the baby smoking
Yeah,
all the way back into the
like the
cabin.
bushes, yeah.
So he says the Frankenstein monster has been seen in the hills.
In the hills. Do these hills have names, or are they just the hills?
What hills are these, Lana?
I'm just going to say it's the hills before the Lasley Mountains.
Okay.
Yeah.
Salisbury Hills.
Salisbury Hills.
Salisbury, like steak,
Yeah.
but maybe it's spelled like Berry. Berry. I like that. Salisbury Hills.
It is said that the creature lurks there.
Do you know anything about the creature? Other than he's big, scary, and is seemingly invincible?
What else is there to know? He's big, scary, and seemingly invincible. Seems to be made of the body parts of many creatures. Many men.
Do we know if he has any weaknesses?
Not that we've been able to find.
What have you used on him so far?
Well, mostly we've just run.
Carl, do you know how to
At
fight?
least he's honest.
He says, of course I know how to fight.
Prove it.
With words.
Oh, jeez. Alright, Carl, I have to gather my...
It is in our creed that the pen is mightier than the sword. There's not any situation that can't be diffused with a little negotiation.
What
The
about the ones
hobgoblins
with the
are what?
Frankenstein?
That's a different matter entirely. Words seem to have no effect on it whatsoever, so don't try them.
No words. Got it.
It
Great.
seems to live to only kill.
That's what the other ones do. Alright, Carl, I need to go grab my friends and we're gonna go kill this Frankenstein. And I'll go and maybe we can explore what they're doing.
Okay. So, what do you guys do?
I'm waiting for her to get back.
You followed. Oh, are you.
So what did you learn?
I will relate to you that the only way we can get into the town is if we kill the Frankenstein.
And did you happen to learn anything about this? These visitors.
They're jackasses. They are.
Thomas in particular.
They. Was I supposed to ask about Thomas in particular?
Would have been helpful.
I heard he's a lady stealer.
It's a very sensitive topic.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. But basically these guys are just kind of pushing them all around, and nobody really wants them there. But they're keeping away the Frankenstein. But if we get rid of the Frankenstein, then they have no need to be there. And Carl agreed that we would run them out. Don't know how they will, considering they don't really fight, but we could probably take them.
Well, the simple fact that they have interest in the water spirit troubles me.
It troubles me too.
Especially
But we
after
can't
the
get into the town any other way.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping very well.
I have prepared contact spirits. Could I possibly communicate with the water spirit?
You think you would actually need to be at the well to do that.
Fair enough.
Did the hawk learn anything flying over?
Yeah, it learned that the town or the village is not very large, but the well seems to be like a central attraction, and it's not just like a well; it's like a temple built in the center of town that people draw water from. It seems to have well, you can only see it from overhead, but basically it's not just a regular well; it's like a temple, and. Yeah, and there's a lot of paladins in this town, and there's a lot of goblins in this town as well. A lot of them working in the field and whatnot.
They say it's a sanctuary.
It's a goblin farm. Okay, so
That's why it's written on my map.
so he says if we can dispatch the Frankenstein, that they will give us passage into their town.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
He's in the Salisbury Hills.
are y'all up for the task?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What time of day is it?
Mid-morning.
Mid-morning.
October 31st, midday.
So how far are the Salisbury Hills? Like
On the other side of the farms.
so we'll just go around the farms.
Yep.
Yeah, and Gizmo is like, he's like, so what are you guys gonna do when you find this thing anyway?
Kill it.
Kill it.
Ha! You think it's that easy?
And I like touch my sledgehammer on the ground and it catches on fire. Yes.
He says, that's crazy. What kind of magic is that?
What did you say?
Discipline. And
In the most
says,
calm voice ever.
he says, I'll be the son of an elf. This might just work.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
It's just an expression some of us use in the town.
Oh Jesus! Oh my
Some of us?
God!
Oh god.
Well, you'd be wise to keep an eye on those visitors.
It's like, hell no, I'm coming with you.
Gizmo, what are you going to do?
Sit back and watch the show.
You're gonna get killed.
I'm not gonna get killed.
Well, you're on your own. I'm not protecting you.
I'm
He
not
says,
watching
well, I'm
it.
not protecting you either.
Fair enough.
You just need
Good.
You just need to be sure to stay good, like, and hidden and far, far away.
Oh my god, I look like some. You think this is my first adventure? You think this is my first time into the Salisbury Hills?
Yes.
We sneak out of this town all the time. There's like one guard on duty at all times. You just walk right in, walk out.
Okay, that's fair. Just keep an eye out for trouble.
Is the one guard Carl?
Well, it's Carl, and then sometimes it's another dude. It's I think they call him like Megalodon or something. And then there's Toby.
Toby.
So how do they know if we'd walk in the town?
How do they know what?
How would they know if we walk in the town?
Well, they probably wouldn't.
Riding out on Salisbury Hill.
So, what would you say, Lennon? It's a half a day's travel?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we better get going. If that's what we're gonna do.
I mean,
At least we don't have to
we have
cross
to
the river.
kill it regardless, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Because I mean, their whole point is they are the ones that are gonna kill the earth spirits, right?
They're gonna kill all the spirits.
No. The Frankenstein is charged with the water spirit.
He's in charge.
No, he's charged with destroying the water spirit.
Well, that's why we have to destroy him.
And
So like, what's good?
But the mission of everyone else is to
I
do the same thing, so.
I believe Thistle is the person we are looking for. So are we going?
Yep.
Well,
Keep it up. I will take the smokes with me and make you stay here.
oh please.
Toss him the smokes.
I'm with whatever y'all do. I can kick butt either way.
I say we do it.
I feel like if we get the Harbinger, we'll get more help from the town.
Well, the town is oblivious. They're none the wiser to what's going on here.
Well, I mean,
I don't trust.
they'll help run the guys out of town with us if we do what they asked us to do.
They'll
Plus, I
listen to
shook
us
on it.
warning them.
Plus, I shook on it, so.
They or one?
Q-Bear.
Not calling them that. That's what's written on the note.
Cute bear.
Oh, Q-Bear, you are so fair.
With your beautiful hair.
I'm the poet here.
Why I see you from over there.
With that so longing stare.
One poem, just change the names.
Let us seek out this Frankenstein and
Remy!
Thistle.
Oh.
Alright. So, you guys venture into the Salisbury Hills. Laneth, you take lead since you're the scout and the ranger. When you approach the hills, it does take you longer than you thought. There's since the ground is, the land is dead. There are these ferocious razor boars that have just running around completely unchecked, and whether you guys fight them or avoid them, it slows you down. And eventually, you do make it to the Salisbury Hills, but it is just about nighttime.
Okay.
Want to start a fire?
Are you suggesting we camp?
The entire field just a wildfire starts.
How far away are we from where we believe the Frankenstein to be?
You don't know exactly where. You just know that he lurks around the Salisbury Hills.
Yeah, but are we at like the foot of the hills or on the hills?
You're at the hills, yeah.
Okay.
And basically it's hilly land, so like there's peaks and valleys, and it makes it difficult to see anything too far ahead, just because even if you stand on top of one of the hills, one of the other hills kind of rises up above it, impedes vision.
Right. Okay.
There's like rock faces and whatnot.
I say we camp here at the beginning, so if anything comes out, it's to us.
Oh shit! We should have asked him if he comes out during night or day, or always, or just whenever. Would somebody have relayed that information to us?
Gizmo can tell you that the attacks always happen during the night.
Wonderful.
So now should probably be the time we go looking.
I mean, I can have the hawk.
Yeah, have the hawk
scout
ahead.
Like hiding
From aerial view.
Yeah.
Want to go and do that?
Do you guys search the hills at all?
Yeah. I'll go ahead. I'll search around.
Okay.
I'll go around the base while the hawk goes up.
Yeah, sure. Amberjill, not too far into the hills, you do find something laying on the ground. It looks like a severed arm of a human.
Ugh. I approach to inspect closer.
Okay. And by the light of your hammer, you can, when you bend down to look at it, the hand begins to move. The fingers start to move.
Ugh.
And it flips over and begins to crawl away.
And I'll be like, guys, quick!
The hawk eats it.
There's a walking arm! And then I'll just chase after it.
You shouldn't. Okay.
What do you guys do?
Well, I'm going after it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
follow.
Amberjill runs off into
Takes
the
off.
hills, yeah.
Run to the.
I sigh heavily and follow.
Okay.
Same.
Alright. So, Zeno, as you follow, she runs ahead. Do you run ahead to keep up, or do you just
She's
just walk?
going like full speed.
Huh?
She's barreling ahead full speed.
I think so. This arm's got some speed on it.
Well,
Put them in the Iron Maiden.
I physically can't keep up, so I guess I'll ride my my staff.
Okay. So as you begin to mount your staff in the shadows, you see this like in the shadows of this crevasse in the hills, you see this form begin to make its way out of the crevasse. It is large and humanoid, and it has you see some electricity kind of sparking off of its face.
And she's gone. Where are you?
Behind you.
I'm like, Laneth, stand ready.
I don't think I have a choice anymore.
Amberjill, stop chasing that army. Get back here.
Do you guys have light at all, or?
I do. Yeah, I cast light.
So you cast light, and as you do, the creature is revealed. It is this large human with square, like kind of rectangular head, perfectly rectangular head, and these lightning, these like little strips of lightning. He has one arm.
He's missing an arm.
He's missing an arm, and when you cast light, he shies away from it. He says, "No, no, don't look at me."
Oh.
Because I feel bad now.
Ew, what is that?
And he barrels back into the crevice, which you realize is a cave.
Come back now.
Okay, this changes everything.
Well, I mean, all of them so far have been something
we
else.
have to.
And Gizmo takes a long drag. He says, "That was an ugly motherfucker."
Well, we have to find Amarillo. So let's do that first. Pick up space.
I have somebody that can help us with that.
The arm, you corner it in a there's this like this small alcove in the hills, and where it's just like cliff all the way up, and the arm is like running, and it gets kind of cornered into this thing. It turns around, and it just like turns back over as if it's dead.
Oh. I approach it again.
Mm-hmm.
I touch it.
Okay, and when you touch it, it's going to slap at you, and then it's going to crawl between your legs and start running away again.
And I look like underneath my through my legs, and I like
and then it stops momentarily. It hops up on its forearm and flips you off, and then continues crawling.
I continue to chase after it.
Oh, then we have to. Or
That's so funny.
The hawk dives down and grabs the leg or the arm and begins to fly off with it.
Well, I guess I'll just follow the hawk then.
just waiting.
Yeah, the hawk flies, and then it drops something from the sky, Lana, and it says "Ah!" and drops something from the sky. You catch it in your hand. It's a forearm and a hand, and in your hand it just kind of flops dead, and then it gets rigid, and it slaps you, and it drops to the ground, and it scuttles off into the cave. You shoot it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you pin it to the ground, and it flails, and then it just dies.
What did you do that for?
You don't need an arm.
What the hell did you do that for?
You don't need the arm.
Where'd the arm go?
He's like, how would you feel if someone took your arm?
What the heck, Laneth? Why'd you shoot the arm? I was chasing that.
Well,
You're like a dog that's toy got taken away.
okay, well,
God, now the guy's like the ugliest thing that's ever crossed Ruby's reach, and now he doesn't have an arm?
What happened?
Jeez, Lana.
I look between all three of you. What happened?
well, the Frankenstein is not the real threat here. It's merely a vessel.
What do you mean a vessel?
Well, just like with the Minotaur is. What does it say?
Cody,
Oh God, get a room, you two.
what the hell?
Cody's just mad. Now that I'm engaged, he can't have me.
Oh.
He's gotta go after my mom.
That's how you one up.
He's
You go
gotta
to the mother.
rekindle that old flame.
Oh my god.
Well, while you were chasing the arm, me and Laneth engaged with the Frankenstein. It's not. He may be attacking the village, but not on his own accord.
How do you know?
He seemed friendly of sorts.
No, he was
Not
scared of
friendly, but
light
he was scared, and he ran into the cave.
and was worried about how he looked.
I'll stand in front of the cave, shut my flame off.
Okay.
Beast, come out! I've turned off the light. I'm assuming, yeah, you said that he's scared of the light.
Yeah. Oh, there was all that.
Go away!
Sorry, it sounds like the fucking beast from Split.
We can make you beautiful
We
again.
need to speak.
Please, just go. Leave me.
If you don't come out, I am going to be forced to go in. And you don't want that.
Parlay with strength.
Does that count as intimidation?
Yeah.
Ooh!
Market experience.
6.
He says,
Please, I don't want to hurt you.
What do you mean by that?
silence.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, just silence.
You don't have to hurt us in the first place.
I'm about to go in that cave.
Calm down, Amberjo.
I got one.
Swag. Alright, what would you like to do then?
So then I says to him, I'll show you my Bobby Goblin.
Oh,
Um, I yell into the cave. Does the name Thistle mean anything to you?
And then you hear this.
Oh!
ew.
Is that excited? Oh, or
Yeah, what kind of O was that?
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Do not speak the name of the controller.
What if we was to free you from the
The
control?
control.
I don't know why I keep shit.
It is impossible.
It's just not impossible. You only think it is.
He will, you'll see this shape moving through the darkness towards you. He says,
Why'd you shoot Mom?
he looks at his arm and he picks it up and begins to wriggle again. And he puts it back on his body and kind of snaps it into place. And then begins to wriggle it around again. He pulls the arrow from it and snaps it with his hands.
Sorry.
He says,
Thistle is my master. I must do as she bids.
Well, seems to me if we was to kill her, then you would be free.
I thought this was a boy.
This was a girl. Tayros is the boy.
Oh, okay.
We killed him. How
And
is
then
she?
you would no longer have to attack the villagers. You could live out here in your little cave. in
Or
peace.
we could bring you back to normal. I feel like this is a transformation, right?
he says,
No, he's stitched up of a whole lot of body parts. I don't think there's untransforming from that.
he says,
Come into my cave. I will tell you my story.
Anybody got dark vision besides?
Yeah, I'll,
Can we have a dim light?
oh, yeah, can I cast a dim light?
he says,
You may cast your light, but do not look on me. I am ugly.
Kidding.
Okay,
Cast it on my bow.
I don't judge.
and he definitely shies away from the light. He'll invite you to the cave. He'll just kind of stay at the edges of the light and the shadows. You only can see like half of his face at one time. And he doesn't make eye contact with you. He says,
I am not the first abomination. There was one here before, but a paladin killed it. One of the Bobby Goblins.
And when was this?
Oh, this was some time ago, when the first monster showed up. Alas, this was not the monster they needed to kill, but the one controlling it.
Well, that is our intentions.
he says,
We know of your controller.
While the paladin slept within the town, he was transformed into the monster and forced to follow her will.
Yeah, I know how that works.
That's a very sad story.
I am that paladin.
I figured. Well, we can't give you your old life back. we can try to free you from her control. We have there's something going on in the village. I don't know what yet, but it's something to do with the well.
But we may need to borrow a body part of yours.
Show me the deal, remember?
We need a token that we killed the beast. So if we bring him his arm,
Okay, well maybe.
we can get passage. It's just his arm. He did fine without it before, obviously.
But I'm freaking out that they're going to think.
He rips off his arm and hands it to you.
Ah!
Thank you.
Okay.
I need to borrow one of yours.
Hey, can you give us a hand?
So tell us more about
Where'd
this.
the drums come from?
Tell us more about your controller.
I do not know much of her.
Does he control you from afar?
Yes.
Is there a
I
way we...
receive the orders in my head, and then I must follow them. I didn't mean to kill the goblin.
I see.
Is there any way we could barricade you in here till we get back? So you don't attack us if that's what you want?
And he says,
How would you do such a thing?
I don't know. Is there like a big ass boulder in front of
What is this, Jesus?
he says,
I tried to seal myself away before. I even tried to kill myself,
Well, we're not going to go that far.
I understand.
but she just brought me back.
So we must work
This form
fast.
cannot die, but with holy magic.
What does it feel like when you're under control?
Well, we need a name.
Do you feel, are you still conscious?
It is like a waking dream. I can see my actions, but I have no control over them.
Yeah, how that feels.
Does it only happen at night?
Oh! You must leave. I hear her voice now.
We have the arm. Let's get the hell out of here.
and as you do, he will stand up and he will move into the light. You can see his expression has changed.
We'll soak back into the darkness.
Yeah, Gizmo is going to hop off of his little rock and run out the cave.
Yeah, I'll follow suit.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Bye.
Sir Breaks are robbing out of here.
and you hear the beast chasing after you. Where do you guys go now?
Back to town.
A separate way of
Let's split up. Let's see who he goes for. Quick, you find the air. You and I will run. Go, go, go. Somebody take Gizmo with you.
It's a one-seater.
Have him right on your back. He's a little goblin.
I'm a little wizard.
He would sit in your hat.
He fits in a caboose.
He fits in a
I warned him not to come along.
So the Frankenstein steps out of the cave and he's going to swing at the first person in sight.
I'll take it.
Alright.
Jesus.
Oh,
Well, you have to defy danger.
Yes. Yeah, are you defying danger? Or are you
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to attack
defying
him? Or are you, okay. I need dice too. Can you hand me my dice?
Purple bag. Thanks.
We need smoke.
You're welcome.
Oh my
I
god.
didn't even do it.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
5.
Damn it. Mark XP.
Mark XP and take 5 damage. So he just like smacks the shit out of you. Now you'll be hit so hard that you'll actually go flying back into the rocks. Actually, maybe even like up and over a hill. He hits you.
Oh,
so
well,
hard.
that
Yeah.
you're away from him
You're
now.
gonna get
And then he looks at the next person he looks at is
I'm assuming he's on his broom
Yeah,
now.
I'm flying my butt.
Or
Okay.
wand, sorry.
and the next person he looks at is Amberjill. He starts.
Do you have the arm?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
You better stop.
And the arm like flicks him off.
yeah. So what, is he attacking me or?
Yeah, he'll barrel towards you and try to like shoulder check you into the stones.
Worst hockey ever.
want to. I don't want to hurt him. I just want to defy danger.
Okay.
12.
Okay, yeah, you'll, and how do you defy danger?
I just kind of like, as he comes at me, I'm going to just push him back
Okay.
and just keep him back from, like, attacking me and maybe shove him off.
Yeah, so you can
if I
push him kind of back into the cave.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what would you like to do at this point?
Can I, like...
Boulder.
Are there any boulders at the top of the cave?
Now that you're flying above, you can absolutely see a boulder at the top of the cave. Or on top of the hill that the cave is in.
Can I, like, shove him?
Yeah.
And just push him down on his butt so I can...
Yeah, give me an attack.
An attack.
Yeah, hack and slash.
Another crit.
Okay, yeah. So you push him down into the cave. Yeah. You push him down back into the cave.
His butt is in the ground.
Yeah, and he goes all the way back into the cave.
Oh yeah.
Can I maybe sense a weak spot
Oh yeah.
in the boulders? Could I possibly magic missile the
When you
boulders
see a bunch of little hawks around your head.
over the cave entrance?
Yeah, give me a
A spell roll of injury.
yeah, the other one. Discern
I
reality.
imagine he's like pecking at your head, like get up.
10. 7 plus 3.
Okay, yeah. So you can definitely see exactly where that point would be.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to fire a magic missile to.
Okay.
Well, you never went in, did you?
Yes, I pushed him in.
Well, get the hell out of there!
I'm out of the cave.
I'm casting.
I'm out of the cave.
You just hear from outside the cave, I'm casting!
Oh, nice. 11 plus 2, 14.
Yeah. So the rock just explodes and then starts to flurry down and onto the in front of the hole, followed by like the one big rock, and you hear this rumbling up above. And you're trying to run through the cave. Make a defy danger and do strength
Okay. Oh my god.
or dex.
I'll stay with strength.
Do strength.
I'll stay with strength. 9.
Okay. Yeah. You So So you managed to slip out through the rocks just in time, but your hammer is left behind.
Oh shit.
Like my arm's stuck or like.
No, you drop your hammer on the way through and it gets left behind in the cave.
You're Indiana Jones, but you don't grab the head.
I just dropped my hammer?
Mhm.
Why?
Because you will not.
Oh, but like narratively speaking, why? I would never let go of it.
Oh, okay.
See, Amber Joe gets an Indiana Jones movie.
So you can go back for it, but you'll be trapped in the cave.
I'm not letting go of that sledgehammer, so I'll be trapped in the cave.
Okay, yeah. So the debris falls down, and you are trapped in the cave with the beast.
Want some coffee?
Amber Joe, no!
You did it.
Yeah, he's like climbing up over the hill. He's like, "Oh, you did it."
The bird's still pecking.
So if I just keep very quiet, I'll be good.
I'm hunting whites.
Unfortunately, you have the arm too.
Yeah, we ain't getting nowhere now.
Maybe I'll just slide it through like.
No,
Here you go.
the arm is on the other side.
Oh, it is?
It's like.
We can't leave Amber Joe behind. But how are we going to get in?
You want to start digging?
What's the beast doing?
It begins to move towards you in the dark.
It can see me.
Maybe not.
What if I like press myself up against the wall, like not in front of him?
Yeah. So
I'm chilling from super happy laughter too. I'm not leaving the hammer. Sad face.
So you just hear him moving around in the dark.
Okay. I'm going
Alright.
to avoid him at most possible.
Make a.
Yeah, and with you hear the clattering of rock.
Oh, so he's trying to get out? What if I grab a rock nearby and throw it back, like in the cave? Does he get
Did you do
distracted?
that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you will do that, and he will stop moving rocks for a moment. You hear him moving around through the dark.
Like back towards the sound?
Maybe. Roll discern reality.
His wisdom?
Yeah.
So breathing on your face.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So you're not sure.
I'll feel him, that's for sure.
Well, we have to recover Ambergel. I will summon monster.
And
in hopes to get something big enough that can remove the rocks.
Or maybe you can make a rock golem out of all the rocks.
I mean, that's what I'm hoping for.
and the goblin will come over and kick you in the shin.
Get out!
Punt him.
I give him a fist bump.
He says, "Yeah, whatever, you hippie."
11.
11. You create the monster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, the rocks begin to move and form a monster. And you get to roll qualities for it, but we might not need to, depending on what we're gonna do here. What are you gonna do with the monster?
I'm gonna yell, "Get the fuck out of there!"
Underneath his legs.
Yeah. So Ambergel crawls out with her hammer.
And as soon as he does, I'll cancel the spell.
Okay, yeah, and so the rocks fall back. So it begins to form this rock golem, and then Ambergel comes out, and the rock golem collapses back into the tunnel.
You just see me go.
Quick, back to the
Who has the arm?
planet.
But it also is raising its hand. Alright, let's get to Quarrel.
Quarrel.
Get to Carl and show him the arm so he will let us in.
Okay.
Although we probably don't need to, but it's okay.
So half a day's journey again. You guys arrive back in town.
Eating.
Carl is
Orange
not
jerky.
on guard.
Who is on guard?
It's this huge guy. He's bigger than Ambergel. He's twice the size of Ambergel.
What?
He's like a half giant, like an actual half giant.
Hey, Toby.
He's
Oh no! L plus T. L plus T.
Yeah, I mean he's just huge, and he's got
It's either that or
and he's got this huge scythe blade that he's got on his back, and when you guys that's who's on guard when you guys approach.
it's either Toby or Megalodon.
I'm gonna assume Megalodon.
I want it
But
to
it's
be
probably
Toby.
Toby, yeah.
So
Well, who is it?
So you have the arm?
I have the arm.
Do you ask?
Greetings!
He says, "I'm gonna need you to turn back around and go back to where you came from."
We took care of the Frankenstein.
Look, I couldn't even take care of the Frankenstein, and I'm the strongest. And he looks at the arm. He says, "No freaking way."
It wasn't easy.
Is there a name tag?
He says, "You expect me to believe that a couple little punks like you could best the strongest, most toughest, most awesome paladin in the village?"
Yeah.
Well,
What's your name?
We got lucky.
Yeah.
We got lucky.
Yeah. He says, "Obviously, you got lucky." He says, "My name's Toby."
Oh, Jesus.
What's Megalodon?
Megalodon's this big.
He's got teeth though.
It's like Pipsqueak and the Duke.
Megalodon's the only halfling of the order.
Oh, God.
So we had made arrangements with Korth to...
To who? What did you just say?
Who?
Korst?
Korth?
Carl?
Okay. That one.
Carl with the Q?
Carl with the Q.
Korst?
And everything he says is punctuated by a flex of the muscles.
How are you? I am great.
It's like Larry the Lobster.
Observe.
But he was going to give us passage if we could slay the beast.
He says, "Well, I sure as hell ain't Carl. I sure as hell ain't giving you passage."
Why? We slayed the Frankenstein.
Where is your honor?
He says, "Where
Where's your honor? You bring me back an arm. What I need is a head.
Starts pulling. Just kidding.
Plan B.
Kill it.
That's gonna be the mostest monster. Moster.
Toby, would you be so kind as to get Quarrel, please?
He says,
I'm nobody's messenger.
Get Carl! I will roll parlay for
"Go
that.
ahead and do it."
I will. Get Quarrel.
Points with the hand.
Yeah. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. 9.
9, is that good enough?
I don't know. Is it?
On 7 through 9, they need some concrete assurance of your promise.
The hand.
I smack him with the hand. Right freaking now. Backhand
Yeah,
him.
he needs like an example of your strength. Like he needs you to do
Oh,
something.
Throw a tree.
I will fucking slap him into next week then in the fucking calendar. No, ah!
He says,
I pick him up.
Vampires lift gates.
Yes. Come on. Come on. Come on. I crit!
He says,
I'll go get Carl. Because I want to. Not because you
I'm
want
really
to.
hyped.
He's still doing all that while you're holding him.
Yeah, I'm really hyped.
and he'll go back into the village.
No,
Damn
she
it, Cole.
throws him back into the village.
It was arm day, bro.
Go get it, Quarrel!
In a moment, Carl will come back out.
Carl, we got the arm.
He says, did you really do it? Did you kill the Frankenstein?
Here it is.
Would I like
Sweating nervously.
He kind of blushes and he says,
I don't think so.
Alright.
At least I hope not.
Put that jump
No,
down.
the other way. Start whistling.
he says,
You know, Mom keeps asking about you.
Oh,
Please don't be my kid, too.
Coral. Yeah, you also slept with his mom. That's what she keeps asking.
Your friend was so nice.
Hey.
So nice.
Like at dinner, she's like winking at you and like playing footsies with you under the table.
I just wanted a steak.
he's like, and Carl's like, stop it, Mom.
It's gross.
Anyway.
Because she mistakes him for him.
Oh, yeah.
Under the table.
What are you doing?
Well, that's gross.
I'm doing my manners.
So,
Carl grants us passage.
yeah, he says, yeah, well, of course you can come to the village. Now we can start making a plan. And get these assholes out of here.
Beggar holes. The beggar holes.
So he'll bring you into the town. Now along the way, you guys see the other paladins of the Bobby Goblin Order. You also see lots of goblins as well.
Put it over.
The most you go ahead and discern realities for me real quick.
8 plus 3.
Okay, so you're looking around and like a lot of these goblins look kind of like Laneth. I'd probably say like at least 20 of them look like Laneth.
What the hell, man?
Like they all look the same.
I don't even know what to say. Each to his own. Don't try to explain.
I'm not. I'm like hood over face trying to hide and get in here.
Yeah.
Please don't let Carl's mom see me.
Do they
Please
look
don't
all
let Carl-
identical, or are they kind of like different variations? Of
like
Laneth?
slightly different variations.
Like one
of
has a
Laneth.
bigger nose
Yeah,
than It's like that Flynn Rider from Tangled. He's like, they just never can't get my nose right.
Okay. I don't even know.
Some have the
So
ears,
fun.
some don't have the ears, some have the curl, some don't have the curl.
But he will walk you through the town, and as you guys pass by the town center, you can see out in front of the well temple, are 2 knights and a man that you recognize, Zeno, as Thomas, standing in front of the well. There's also an elf out there as well.
So we have Petey, Cathedral, Thomas, and Thistle.
Yeah, my blood starts to boil.
Don't blow your car.
No, I won't approach. But y'all feel free.
You gonna stay behind?
Well, no, he will recognize y'all too.
Bye, Vegeta.
Oh, see you, Arngard. Thank you for hanging out.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm like pulling the hood down more.
Yeah, I'm not ready to engage with Thomas yet. Can we? We've not been seen?
No, not by them, but you've been seen around.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
So we'll hang back.
tell me, Cubert, how have you tried using your words to get them to leave?
He says, yes, they seem to be immune to our words.
Okay.
Who'd have thought?
And we asked them very nicely, quite a few times.
The most monk.
But again, they maintain that the reason the Frankenstein is staying away is because they're here. So now that the Frankenstein is taken care of and gone, I say we ask them nicely again.
How about you? And you can show them the arm. Because if they see us, they don't like us.
You know them?
Yeah.
We've encountered them.
They're trying to absorb, defeat, destroy
All
the
those
water
spirits.
spirit that is in your well.
There's a spirit in the well?
Grants your wishes. Don't you know?
Grants wishes?
I mean, you did wish for me to come back.
Says every day.
Exactly.
Oh God.
Ew.
No, it's
His mom's behind him. Me too.
He's
No,
so
it's-
creepy.
It's true. What was her name? Serena?
Who?
The magistrate of.
Yeah, Sybil.
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 Sybil's in charge, and apparently this mage Thomas has is taking instruction from her, and they've already destroyed the air spirit and the earth spirit.
No, the air spirit's good. Earth spirit's destroyed. We tried destroying the air spirit, but we saved him.
We would have saved
Right,
our
right.
spirit too, if somebody would let me become it.
And this is the final plan. They're terrible people.
Yeah, and he says, well, I'll go tell them to leave right now. And he takes the hand and he marches over to them. You watch in the distance as he marches over to them. They all turn and look at him. The elf looks, Zeno, you can see the elf looks quite amused, and maybe Laneth as well. You're very wise. The elf looks quite amused, as does Thomas. The other two are kind of just standing there on guard, and Thomas raises his hand, and Carl turns into a frog, and he picks him up and he tosses him into the well. And then they have a good laugh about it and they walk away.
Hey, see you, Blaster.
Oh,
Oh, see you,
Blaster.
Blaster. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see you in a bit.
If somebody doesn't stop me, I'm going to kick their ass.
How about we get him out of the well first? We might need backup.
And they toss the arm down the well too.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
And then they walk off,
They walk off?
laughing.
I'm going to the well.
Okay. What do you do?
I want to try to help him out.
And you can try and contact the spirit, but I have fire in my footsteps.
Okay.
Stomp,
The ground
stomp.
smolders beneath you.
I have 2 wishes. As soon as I get to the well, I have 2 wishes.
So you contact the spirits. What are you doing?
I am going after them.
Okay, so you'll follow after them in town. So the two knights kind of trail behind, and then the elf and the mage kind of walk together. And as they do, they seem to be discussing something intensely. One of the guards will kind of stop and look around.
Assassin's Creed. Shh.
Like, I'll tap on his shoulder.
Okay. He says, "Yeah. What do you want?"
Why did you do that to that paladin knight? What is he? What was Cubert? Paladin?
Oh,
He says, I don't know what I don't know what you're talking about. Better step off, Bobby Goblin. And he starts to walk off.
I grab his shoulder and make him face me. I'm no Bobby Goblin. I am an amberjack.
And he says, I don't care what you are. You just signed your death warrant, little lady. And he draws his sword.
I draw my flaming sledgehammer.
And then what
it's
happens?
like a flaming Triple H.
And then what does he do? Does he like, off, or is
he's
he...
going to he'll attack you.
Okay. So 8 for hack and slash. So he'll do damage to me, and I'll do damage.
Yeah,
to him.
yeah.
So go ahead, roll your damage.
Okay. You would roll your damage first.
Oh. 18.
Ooh, nice. So 18.
Runs through the sword.
Oh yeah, you just destroy him in one blow.
Yeah.
You just crush him in one blow.
Bing bing.
However, as you do, or even before you do, you find yourself unable to move. And in the background, you can see Thomas has turned around. He's holding his hand up. He's controlling you magically. And he says, well, what do we have here?
Well, if you let me go, you can find out real quick.
Yeah, make a defy danger, roll wisdom though.
Ugh. That's not gonna be good. Ooh, snake eyes.
Yeah. So he's got you.
Yeah.
And he says, well, what do we have here? Do I know you? I can never forget such a beautiful face.
We're not around to hear this. So.
Scarred up, messed up, like scar on my lip, and I'm like,
He has a little laugh at your expense. He says, I don't suppose your little wizard friend would be around, would he?
Wouldn't you? Well, can I speak?
Yeah.
Okay. Wouldn't you like to know? I could show you his direction if you'd let me go. And I smirk.
And he says, oh, no. I think I have something better planned for you.
Oh, the little prick.
And he says, how would you like to be our new Frankenstein?
Oh, hell no! No!
You see the elf step up from behind, and she kind of claps her hands.
Ew.
She's too happy.
And she says, of course I'll have to retrieve the artifact and kill that other worthless beast. But this one should do quite nicely. And I'll make sure there's not a shred of humanity left in her this time.
I suppose I don't have a choice in the matter, even though you asked me.
And meanwhile, back at the well.
Contact spirits.
Okay.
Reach!
Here's
What's
frog
that?
hand.
Huh?
Oh, you're reaching for the frog.
Jump!
You look down into the well. You can hear water, but you see no water. You can hear like rushing water, but you see none.
He's not that big of a hawk. He's not that big of a hawk.
A hawk?
It's not that big of a hawk.
We'll just send him down the well. And have him pick up the frog and take him back up.
Nice. 12.
Okay.
And I'm never gonna level.
So you begin to
Is that a bad thing?
you begin to contact the spirits, and as you're reaching down into the well, you'll hear this surge of water coming up towards you. Define danger for me. Dexterity.
10.
Okay. So you move out of the way just in time as this torrent of water comes up out of the well. It just kind of hovers there and then begins to take shape into the shape of a beautiful naked woman. But she's like made of
Oh.
but she's like made of water. And she says,
You shut me.
she says, who dare to summon me?
My name is Zeno. We're here to stop Thistle in her plan, but we don't know how to do it. We need your help.
She says, the Harbingers have been summoned, and my dear, dear sister has died.
Who is your sister?
The Earth Spirit.
Oh,
I tried to take her place.
yeah. But we have saved the earth, the
Wind.
the air spirit.
She says, the only reason I answered your call is because I know your intentions are true. She says, the other magic user has tried to call me many times.
Oh, don't even mention it.
See, he's no lady stealer.
She says,
What's up, Base Slayer?
she says, there is something we can do.
I'm listening.
The beast has a pure heart, but is being controlled. We must grant his freedom
How do we do that?
through death.
Okay.
Mercy.
If that will bring him peace and help our cause.
He will not want to go. But to disarm the elf is the only way I can see forward. The druid has too much power here. There was a time when the druids kept the peace, when druids communicated and acted as the bridge between the spirits and the rest of humanity. But it appears that time is over. These druids only seek to corrupt and bolster their own power. Their greed will be the downfall of Ruby's Reach.
So you're saying we must kill Thistle.
She says, first you must disarm her, and then yes, you must kill her.
Disarm her from what, though? Her magic, or
Disarm her of the
The beast.
Beast.
The beast.
how?
kill it.
Kill it.
Oh, kill the beast?
So we're going back to kill it. Anyway,
But we currently have it trapped in its Slayer. For how long, I don't know. So we will try.
so about those two wishes.
And she says, wishes? Do I look like some genie?
No, but you look
No,
beautiful.
but
Wait, Walt.
No, I'm not going to do that.
She says, I will grant you a boon if you do this service for me.
Well, I wasn't really asking for a reward, more like a service.
You dare to haggle with me?
Not
As if
ha-
I am a fisherwoman? Fisherman's wife, come to market to haggle?
It's very specific for a water. No, I wish to. I wanted to take your sister's place before she died. Is there any way we could bring her back?
The only way to bring her back is through powerful magic, such that you cannot command. However, you may command.
I don't know if I'm that powerful, but I will certainly try.
But the fight that is here and now must be won first, before we can move on with anything.
I agree to these terms.
And she nods. And she says, and she reaches forward and she touches your head, and this little moat of water appears around your head and begins to sort of float around. She does the same to Laneth.
Do I feel any different?
No. But she will then disappear back into
You
the
guys
water.
have cool accessories, though. Well, how are you doing that?
Put Hood back over. All right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
We might want to get Amberjet first.
sees. Okay.
So Ambergel.
Can I keep trying to fight this?
Well, you will in just a bit. So basically, he has control over your mind, and he's going to bring you to a to what they've set up as their residence. And when you walk in, there's this like slab that has been rigged to kind of tilt backwards and forwards, and right now it's tilted forward, so it's like at a 90-degree angle with the floor. And he will tell you to go stand next to it and begin to chain you up. Then he and the elf will leave. So give me a wisdom again.
Damn it! Yeah, I got a 3.
Okay. So so you're still kind of like just unable to move. This little head is gonna peek in through the door. Hey.
Oh my god.
Want to smoke?
Gizmo. Gizmo?
Yeah, it's just me.
Gizmo, help me out here. I can't seem to break out of this trance.
He says, yeah, you look all zombified. It's freaky as hell.
Really use your help here.
And he comes through and he starts walking across the floor. He's like, you smell that?
No.
Oh. He hops up on a stool and he's rummaging around on the table. And he pulls off the table like a nice plate of pie.
Gizmo.
He crams the whole thing in his mouth. I'm hungry.
Gizmo, I'll end up killing you because I'm not in control of myself. If you can't get me out of here, your lives are at risk. I'll send you back to the sanctuary.
And then you'll hear a noise coming from the other room, and he'll oh shit, and he'll quickly duck under the table and hide. Meanwhile, Thomas and Thistle enter back into the room. Thistle's saying, I sent the call out hours ago. I can't believe he's not here yet. Something must be wrong. I must go check on him at the at the cave. He's probably barricaded himself in again. And Thomas nods and says, don't be too long. I know this group. They're trouble. And he'll look over at you and he'll give you a wink. And
spit out him. If I can. I don't know.
You can talk. You try to spit. Just... And then she will leave, and he will turn to you, and he says, what to do while I have you completely under my control?
Oh God.
And
that's the bard's thing. Thank you.
Try to break free.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah. So so you're cognizant. So you're cognizant.
Oh yeah. But I'll play.
Okay. And he comes over and he begins to stroke your hair.
Headbutt.
Yep. That's the plan. That is the plan.
Would you like to headbutt him?
Yes.
All right.
Act like you're
hack
into it
slash
and then
with a
headbutt.
-1?
Because you're chained up.
Okay. Like a -1 total or -1 to what I have?
-1 to. What does that mean?
Like I have a +3. You
Oh,
make
yeah,
-1 from it, so it'd just be +2, or make it -1 altogether.
It'd be the same one.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't matter when the -1 comes out.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought you meant like. Okay, yeah. Sorry. 11.
Okay. So yeah. So you
Can we roll my damage?
Huh?
Can we roll my damage?
Yeah. Roll your damage. Not the fire damage and not the extra weapon damage, but just your regular damage.
It's on the first page.
Well, hold on. I'm looking at something. Anytime it says when you deal damage, deal 1d4 damage.
Okay, yeah. So deal one.
I'm like, actually. Okay, yeah. 8.
Okay, yeah. So you like break his nose, and he stumbles backward. And he says, "Yo, you bitch!" And he will raise his hand,
Oh, thank you.
and he will eject this this bolt of dark energy at you. What do you do?
Can't really hack and slash a bolt, can I?
Mm-mm.
So probably defy danger.
Okay.
I guess.
Use your brute strength to like lift you out
Yeah.
of the way.
Could I maybe like try to pull off the chains and run at him, or would I still have to take the hit if I do that?
Bend bars with gates
Okay.
to break the chains.
Seven.
Okay. So does that do anything?
It just says on a 7 through 9, choose 2. It doesn't take very long. Nothing values damage. Doesn't make a lot of noise. You can fix it again. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
But I guess I just
Okay.
break out.
All right. And so you've broken out and then defy danger.
Defy danger with
Swing it at him.
Dexterity, I think, or if you want to try to endure it, Constitution.
okay. I'll try to endure it.
Okay.
Crit.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so he hits you with this
You
thing.
really
You feel
need
this
to.
thing kind of like weakening you at first, but then you kind of like fight against it and begin to move towards him. He is going to gasp, and then he's going to back up, and he's going to fall over because the goblin has crawled up behind him and tripped him.
You got one on the bridge.
When he falls, though, his cloak hits the floor, but he does not.
Does it do like the
Wait.
Doctor Strange thing?
Yeah. Is it like does his clothes like compress to the floor
Yeah.
as well? Like there's no floor. Like he didn't just go invisible and his cloak is.
No, it looked like his
Levitates.
it looked like his all of his clothes and stuff just crumbled to the floor. He just disappeared. He Ben Kenobi that shit.
Pick up the cloak and shake it. Like
Uh-huh.
there's like if he's in it, like if he
Yeah,
turned
yeah.
tiny. Gizmo, what did you do?
he
Gizmo.
says, I call that the Gizmo special,
I give him a big squeeze.
and it requires a belly full of pie.
You got it. Sadness is feeling cool about this. So I give him a big old squeeze, and I look at him and I was like, we have to go with. Well, I have to, but if you'd like, you can come with. We have to go get to Frankenstein.
I'll tell you what, big lady, you're all right. And he'll like pat your butt, like in a jocular kind of way.
Oh, okay. No. Yeah, so. Oh, my sledgehammer. Where is it?
They took it from you.
Where?
The elf had it last.
She had it with her?
She's like dragging it behind.
Ugh, yeah.
Don't worry, she
This
probably
is
don't
so
have it.
distressing. That's my weapon. So, yeah, I gotta go find her.
Okay. So you leave and you run into the town. What are you guys doing?
We're waiting on Amberjack.
Where are you waiting?
Shit.
At the shanty.
At the shanty. Okay.
Oh, do you remember what the damage you did to me was?
Yeah, I think it was like 18 or something like that.
Seriously, do you remember or not? I forgot to write
I think
down.
it was 8. Yeah.
Okay, so
So yeah, so you rush off into the town,
my poor paper.
and you guys are waiting at the shanty.
Yeah.
The love shack.
The love shit.
Your hawk flies down and begins to call to you.
What's up?
What's it say?
Amberjill's leaving the town,
Alright, show me the way.
and it'll fly off.
Come on.
I'm right behind you.
Okay.
Grab my
So you guys,
phone.
so later you all will reconvene at the cave. The rubble has been cleared, and something is rising up out of the cave once again.
Light my bow.
This time, though, it is joined by a flame attached to a hammer.
That's bullshit.
As the Frankenstein
That's-
moves up out of the cave,
Yes.
wielding Amberjill's hammer, with Thistle sitting on its shoulders.
That's BS, and I'll tell you why. Because no, that's not right. No, listen to this. Without your weapon, you are useless. Your weapon without you is useless. You must wield your weapon true. Me, not creepy ass lonely motherfucker who lives in a cave. It's not it. Nobody else can use it but me. There are many like it, but this one is yours. It's my best friend in my life.
You sound like Jarhead.
So we'll say that the fire doesn't function.
Okay,
and it can't extend.
That I will take that over nothing. I'm not.
But it is still on fire.
It's like
no, it can't be on fire.
It's like just the head of it is on fire.
I'm gonna start crying. It's my weapon. No, it can't be on fire. It can extend, but it can't be on fire. No fire.
Oh, it's on fire.
No, it's
even though this person hasn't trained with Leaping Flame.
It's not. That's not fair. That's just not fair. That's just not fair. How is that possible?
And that's what you're saying. And Thistle says,
"Wait, I'm there. Oh, now I'm there."
Yeah, you were all there.
Oh, okay.
You all reconvene. At the,
fighting her on this.
and she says, with a little druid magic, anything's possible. She pops a little flame from her hand.
Let's see.
I want to shoot him.
Do you have a spare weapon?
Do you want a short sword?
No, she needs a short sword.
Thistle will leap off of the Frankenstein and turn into a bear, and we'll start moving towards Laneth, swiping with claws of fury.
I'm used to girls touching me with their bare hands, but
oh, I need to get my
I've been sitting
sledgehammer
on
first.
that one for years. You can tell.
toss you my sword. That's all you got right now.
I can't.
Make you be on
The
fire.
Frankenstein is coming down on you hard with the flaming hammer.
Ooh, okay, do the bear first.
Okay, the bear.
I'm very anxious and like my chest hurts. Kiki, get him. Kiki, get him. Get him, Kiki. Tell him.
Can I do a defy danger and then volley? Because I don't think I can do volley to
Come on.
avoid it, kind of
You
thing.
can jump.
Yeah, you can defy danger. Yeah,
You
go
can
ahead.
jump. I know you can. Come on.
10.
Okay, and what'd you do? Dexterity.
Do like a roll on the side thing and like go to shoot.
Alright, make your volley attack.
9.
Okay,
So,
and what does that mean? Oh, you choose one of those.
I'm moving to a danger of the DM's choice.
Okay, so go ahead and make your attack then.
Oh, Kiki.
7 damage.
Okay, so
Nice.
so she takes 7 damage in bear form, and then she changes form and turns into a snake and appears behind you. Kind of almost like it happens so quickly. You shoot her, she's transformed, she changes into a snake, and you back up into her, and she's going to try to constrict you now.
I'm used to this.
And then what do you do?
Could I do a dexterity to slip out, or would I have to
You
like?
can try, yeah.
Grace.
9.
9.
Yeah.
So what
It's
is
a
that?
hard bargain choice or something.
Hard bargain, ugly choice,
Or
or
worse
worst outcome. So so you try to you try to slip out, but we'll get back to that in just a second.
Okay.
So what is Zeno doing?
I mean, okay, I guess I'm going to attack the golem with a magic missile.
Okay.
For 8.
8. That's what happens to you when a casting a spell on 8. And then Nick, you're so you can slip out, but you're gonna lose an ammunition on the way. Unless you want to stay in and take the constricting damage.
I'll take the constricting damage.
Okay.
I'll draw unwanted attention.
I need more ammo, brother.
Alright, so 6 constriction damage.
Okay.
You'll take the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's for 3 damage.
3 damage. Alright. So you shoot it for 3 damage. It kind of like raises its hand up, and you hit it, and you see the darts go on it, and then it will move towards you with the hammer. And the hammer doesn't extend, but its arm flies off, and the hammer flies at you. And
Fucking Thor, man.
yeah, what do you do?
Knock off Thor.
I defy danger.
Wasn't he attacking me first though?
He was, yeah, but
Yeah.
But did he
but
redirect it?
Yeah, he drew the attention
Yeah, I drew the
of the
attention. Okay.
of the Frankenstein.
9 to defy danger. What is that?
So it's another worst outcome, hard bargain, ugly choice.
Right. So
The fire burns your clothes, or you take the damage.
no. So the thing is coming towards you, but if you move, it's going to hit Laneth instead.
Bring it on!
What are you at right now, health wise?
I will take the blow.
12.
Okay.
Thanks, my armor.
3 damage.
Oh, nice. Baby damage.
As it kind of hits you and then knocks you back into the rocks. The Frankenstein turns back to you and goes to pommel you with its fist.
His fist?
Yeah.
Is he one-handing my two-handed sledgehammer?
No, you got the hand back.
Oh.
Oh no, they threw it down the well. Yeah, he was. Yeah, so he's just got like a nub.
Well, he don't have the hammer anymore.
No, he punched you with his nub.
He nubbed you.
I don't want his nub. I want my hammer.
Well, I've got it, so.
Oh, wait, you have it?
Yeah, he threw it arm and all at Zeno.
Whatever. That thing's pretty bad.
You can't even lift it up.
Yeah, shut up.
This thing's pretty badass!
10.
This is laying over
to,
Or
here.
hack and slash, I
Hack and
guess.
slash, okay. So you get to roll damage. And you successfully avoid its blows.
So... I can't do my fire damage. Okay. So that was only 5 damage.
Okay, yeah, so you punch it back, and it falls off of its legs and falls back. You see this look of hurt in its face as it gets up, and it almost looks like it's trying to stay down, but it keeps getting up, and then it starts to charge you again. Laneth, you're being constricted by the snake.
Stab her!
I'm gonna try to get out again.
Okay.
10.
Nice.
Keep doing.
Okay, so you slip out this time,
And then,
and
can me and the hawk make an attack?
yeah.
I want to use command, which adds the hawk's damage.
Okay.
You wanna sit? You wanna sit?
Never mind. Snake eyes.
Oh, on the hawk.
For me, the
Okay.
hawk only gets to add to it.
Okay, gotcha. So she's going to
XP. Right side.
so she's going to do 6 damage to the hawk as she snatches
Snacks on him.
snatches him out of the air in snake form.
Is he dead?
He's down.
Okay, yeah, and she's literally down the gullet. And then as she does, she's going to shapeshift into something else. She's going to shapeshift into
A sheep.
into a ram, and start running towards you.
Shoot her in the head!
I'm gonna take my short sword out and like try to shove it down her face.
Hack and slash.
Yeah.
All right, give me
You're gonna
strength.
hack and slash? You sure you don't want to shoot it? Okay. You do you.
Personal. not personal enough.
Do you need
Yeah.
Kiefer?
Yes.
What'd you get?
5.
5.
You
Experience.
need to touch Kiefer. Go get Kiefer. He's right behind you. Bring him there.
For 4 damage as she rams you, and when she hits you, she also knocks you back on your ass too, and or not back on your ass. She's actually got you on her horns, and she's running. She's got you on her horns, and she's gonna like run you straight into the wall to crush you. Yeah. So while that's going on, Zeno,
Kiki, you're kind of freaking.
Can I throw Hammerjill her hammer?
you can't even pick it up.
You better not fucking that.
I'll lay it at my feet. Say
And
here.
here you go.
I will summon a monster
Okay.
Thank you.
for 14.
Wow.
All right. So a monster is summoned.
I'm not gonna roll.
It's an army of razorbacks.
I'm not gonna roll. I'm gonna roll a 5 instead of 6.
Okay.
3.
Okay. How many attributes? It gets 3
It
attributes.
gives 3 attributes.
So you will summon a monster. What attributes do you give it?
Plus 8.
Okay. Plus what?
Plus 8. Well,
Oh, health.
no.
Damage?
Damage.
Plus
Well,
8
it's not
damage?
plus 8. It's a
It's
D8.
the D8.
Oh, plus D8. Okay.
Yeah.
D8 damage. All right.
Plus 5. Strength. Wait. Which one is it that gives him the health?
I have
Is
no
it-
idea.
Is it plus con?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it plus con for the.
Let's see what you're doing.
Tank.
For
Oh,
now,
wait.
a word from our sponsor, Kiki.
Okay, so it
I'm
has
gonna
a
divide
plus.
laser.
So it has a +2 instead of a +1 to 1 stat. It is not reckless. It does 1d8 damage. Its bond to your plane is strong. +2 HP for each level you have.
Plus
Or
2
it has-
HP each level I have.
How many levels do you have?
6.
Alright,
So 12
12.
So 12.
Yes.
So 13 altogether. So 13 HP. What else?
I get one more.
D8 damage.
What was the first one?
D8 damage.
Oh, D8 damage. Okay.
And
Here, Kiefer. Hold my dex first.
Bless them, Kiefer. You need to show Kiefer the camera.
it's not
Mr.
reckless.
Beefy.
Okay. All right.
He's our blesser.
So the rock pile
Our local cleric.
so the rock pile that has been distributed across the ground rebuilds itself as the rock golem that you were summoning earlier. And what would you like to do?
I would like it to go smash that druid right in the face.
Would a rock golem have like at least a little bit of armor as well, kind of like the crocodile? I mean, it is just all rocks.
I don't think a golem.
No.
Alright, it's
I think if it had some useful adaptation, maybe. Which is an option. You can choose.
Oh, okay.
Fire resistant.
13 HP is a lot in this game.
Need blood.
Are you sure about
You
that?
need
Yeah.
blood.
I don't know.
So,
It attacks the druid?
It attacks the druid.
The druid, right? The ram.
Okay. Does it try to, does it attack or does it defend?
Either way, get it off me.
I guess it depends.
Okay, so, roll Constitution.
Oh, crit.
Nice.
Plus
So,
Picks the ram.
so
off
would you like
me.
it to redirect the attack to itself, have the attack's effect or damage on Laneth, open up the attacker to an ally, giving that ally a +1 forward, or deal damage to the attacker equal to its level,
Do damage.
It doesn't have a level though. What would that be?
his level.
Oh, it'd be his level?
Do damage.
Yeah, that'll do damage.
Okay.
Doesn't he get 2 volts though?
So 6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't he get 2 volts though? If he got 10 plus?
Or is that?
Yeah. but
Hold 3.
One per turn.
Oh.
So you'll move forward and you'll deal damage to the druid.
Currently a ram.
All right. Yeah. So he comes up and knocks her, and then she's going to transform back into her normal form, and be unable to kind of she'll still be pushing you, but she's not like pushing you like a ram.
She's like pushing me like this.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Frankenstein is still pummeling you.
I thought I knocked him down.
Huh? You did. You got back up.
Let's hack and slash. 10. Nope. 9. So he will do damage to me.
Okay.
And I do damage to him.
Yes.
9 damage to him.
And he does 9 damage to you.
Incorrect. He does 5.
Okay. But also he also you oh, thank you very much,
Gunstar
Carrot.
Hey, what's up?
Thank you very much.
He's part of die hacks to use.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
We love die hack.
I like.
Actually, you don't even need to take that damage because you would have killed him before he took the damage. So, what you do is you hit him so hard that all of his body parts fly apart.
After I'm done there, I'm gonna
I want the hand.
grab my hammer, if I may, if I can still do that on my turn.
You can run over and grab your hammer.
And then I guess that's my turn then. And
Okay.
then I'll turn and see what's going on with.
Yeah. So she's got like blood coming out of her mouth, and she's pinned you up against the rock, and she's going to wield her hand back, and it's going to be like the arm, like just her arm is going to transform into like a praying mantis scythe,
Ooh.
and she's going to try to bring it down on you. And she says, "You filthy, filthy elf."
Wah, 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 wah.
I like look at her ears, looking like.
She says,
You are not superior to me.
yeah, she says, "You can never understand the purity of our race."
We're the same fucking race.
But you're not.
Go time traveling
What are you doing?
I'm gonna like sweep underneath. kind of thing.
Defy danger or hack
Yeah.
and slash?
Defy.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
So the ugly choice, hard bargain, or worse outcome.
So she so you slip out, but she slices the strap on your quiver, and all of the rest of your ammunition drops to the ground. But you move away from the attack.
She's watching the stream on the phone.
So
I'm now
Xena.
useless.
I will command my monster to
Can you just call him your monster?
my monster
Eddie Munster.
my
to
monster.
Kiefer, make these dice better.
to make an attack on the
Bless
druid.
them.
On the druid.
Well, you did
Okay.
roll good.
Do I roll for that?
Yeah, I want it better.
I think it just does it.
Listen, he's doing the
Yeah,
best
you
he
roll
can.
for it.
Don't give me hard
What
choices.
kind of attack is it making?
Rock golem.
Hold up.
Just
You
going
need
to
to touch
kick
his
her.
butt.
Okay.
There we
Yeah,
go.
so
Right,
roll
scratch
strength.
his
Right
butt.
there.
Look in the camera.
+1.
That's terrible. Oh. It's an omen. Touch his butt.
No, I don't.
There you
It
go.
gets a +1.
I know.
Very
Okay.
weird.
What does it do?
And it just misses.
Okay. And that was a hack and slash.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's going to turn to it with her scythe, and she's going to slice it and do damage instead.
Rip and tear.
She's going to do 6 damage.
Jeez.
As she slices into the rock.
Alright.
It's possible. It's still
She is then going to the scythe will become a wing, and her other arm will become a wing, and she will begin to transform into a giant bird, and she will begin to take off into the sky. Who would like to move? Yes.
I would like to run for one of my arrows to take a shot.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and volley.
Can I do something simultaneously?
Yeah, can we all do something simultaneously? I kind of want to knock her into the freaking ground with my extendable hammer.
8. So, could I do anything that puts me in danger, or?
Yeah, you can always put yourself in danger.
She could probably come around and swoop back down at you. That might be worth it.
I want to do the damage before we get to that.
So which one is it gonna be?
I'm going to do the placing me in danger.
Okay.
3 damage.
3 damage. Yeah. So the arrow flies and hits her. The wing will you'll hit her in the wing, and then it'll make her turn sharply to the right back around, and she's gonna start speeding towards you. And
Somebody here!
Ding ding!
and she will speed down towards you, her beak like a giant spear coming at you.
Zeno, what did you want to do first, though?
I wanted to hit her with magic missile.
Please.
Can we both attack?
Is this an attack or a defense?
I just want to freaking knock her when she baseball.
Hmm?
I just want to hit her like baseball.
It's an attack for me.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you? I mean,
I think he would be able to attack her faster than you would, because you have to wait until she gets low to the ground.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Maybe she'll explode in a thing with feathers.
You knocked the head out of the park.
Oh, 10 plus 3, 13.
Okay. Magic missile.
4. 6 damage.
Okay, yeah. Feathers.
Nice.
Nothing drops from her. No amulet or artifact of any sort.
No arrow? Where's my bird?
Missile eliminated. Thomas, though. Well, Thomas. Oh, I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you Thomas is an absolute fucking creep.
You don't have to tell me that.
No, he's like an absolute fucking creep. And low-key was being all touchy.
That's
Ugh.
what he does. He's a fucking creep.
Feel violated. And then when I headbutted him and went to go kill him, he tripped over Gizmo and disappeared. Clothes wrinkled, fell to the floor. So he's also naked.
Great.
I don't know. Jackie to the sky.
Okay.
Check it.
Jackie to the sky.
We saved the water spirit.
No,
Right?
we haven't.
Oh, Thomas. I don't know where Thomas is.
There's the golems, though. We have to kill him. And
I exploded him.
And the pieces came back together and are stitching themselves back together. And he rises once more.
Oh my god. She can't control you anymore, right?
You have freed me. I do not feel her pressing on my soul.
Do you feel...
I'm dealing with something else.
I just feel bad that you're gonna be out here all alone.
He says,
Living in constant despair.
As long as I am alive, I can try to do good in this world. Make up for the evil that I have done.
maybe Gizmo can keep you company.
"Oh, don't dump that ugly load of bolts on me."
Oh, that's so mean.
Well, look at him.
He's a gentle
He
giant.
probably scares himself when he sees his reflection.
Oh, man, that wasn't nice.
That's so mean.
Look, I just tell it like it is.
You never know. You friendships spawn in strange places.
Oh, you're right. For instance, I feel like I've become your friend.
I wouldn't go that
Get
far.
that fat
Neither would
guy
I, you fucking prick. You allowed me to die. And kicks you in the shin.
again.
But you saved my life, Gizmo.
I like
And
this
for
guy,
that-
but I won't admit it.
I bend the knee.
And he says, "I dub you Sir Amberchill."
Oh, hell yeah. I'm down for that.
Well, there's this Thomas matter still.
Where, if I was a Thomas, where would I be?
At his
well.
wife's house.
Ew.
So you guys move
Back to town.
back to town. All right. What about the?
Is there a relic of some kind?
Not unless you kill the golem.
I'm
Not unless you kill the Frankenstein.
Oh, we have to. Oh my god, this
We
is
have to?
terrible. We have to.
I think we could ask if this still counts since she's gone, because that's what the end goal was.
We can't even kill him, though.
Because the druid's gone. That's the end goal.
I'm so confused.
That was a step of getting rid of the druid. We kind of skipped a step.
He's saying, but to retrieve the artifact that falls from every harbinger.
We can take him to the wind spirit.
The water spirit?
We could try.
No, take the goblin to the wind
spirit.
spirit, because that's where we're taking everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
The wind spirit?
The
Air.
water spirit.
Air
The
spirit.
Mountain.
Mountain.
What are you taking to them?
That's where we've been taking all the artifacts, right?
No. You'll have to take the artifacts back to the.
Water spirit.
No. You'll have to take the artifacts back to the school you burned down.
I thought the mountain spirit was holding onto the shackles for us, though.
No, you guys still have the shackles.
We'll put them
As far as I understand.
Yeah.
But at the very beginning, the ghost told you to go collect
Right.
told you to go collect the
kind of
the
its
artifacts of the harbingers and bring them back to the school, which is where they originated from.
So we have to convince the golem to come back with us. And we're going to have to give him some kind of makeover because it's going to scare the shit out of everybody in town.
You can just put a hood on.
Yeah, that works for everybody else.
And we're going to have to deal with Thomas and... What's her name again? Sybil.
Well, let's go check on the water spirit first.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
I'm still checking to see if I can find my hawk anywhere.
Oh.
I just lost my best friend.
Maybe you can get another new hawk.
I just lost my best friend.
I'm so sorry. I give you a reassuring pat.
You've had a rough couple of weeks.
I have. Done trying.
So what do you guys do?
We head back to Beggar's Hole.
With the
With
Frankenstein?
Frankenstein. If we can convince him to come.
He says,
No, I'm a monster. They will never accept me there.
I think they will. You have to show them kindness. You have to let them see the inside.
roll parlay?
Parlay?
Yeah.
I mean, you have shown us great kindness. And to me, you're as normal as the next average Joe.
This is charisma. Charisma.
6+.
Yeah. 6. So, that failed. Anybody else want to do something?
He says,
no. After the things I've done to the town, they will never accept me. I'm better off on my own. But you have been a good friend to me. I will not forget this. When you are done in town, I will stay at my cave for one final goodbye. And I must move on.
Okay. That's fair.
This seems like a water spirit kind of thing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get him somehow to come back with us. But
I mean, he said
There's no
he'd
point.
give us the one goodbye, so there's a chance.
so we'll head back to the Hobgoblin farm.
okay.
We'll head back to the well specifically.
Okay, yeah. So, as you approach the town, Carl comes out to greet you. He says, "Fantastic news. The fools from Beggar's Hole have left. Nowhere to be seen."
Yeah, we figured.
He says, "We did it!" And he goes for high fives.
Yeah, I will reluctantly.
High five him.
What's that thing Barney says on
he
another?
doesn't need to know.
Reluctant high five. You high five and then you put your head down and
Yeah, he doesn't need to know the details.
I'm like,
He's happy, so let him have his happiness.
it's like before the scene happens, like you see Lanif like dragging his quiver with tears in his eyes. It's like, okay.
What happened?
I failed my check and
Everybody's dead.
everybody's dead.
My best
What?
friend.
Okay.
No, we couldn't get the golem to come back to Beggar's Hole. Not
Come
yet.
on.
I couldn't. I failed my check. So now we're back at the Hobgoblin Sanctuary, trying to seek the wisdom of the water spirit once again.
All right. And he says that there's a lady that's come out of the well. She
How
called-
behind are you?
She asked for you,
Who doesn't ask for land?
and he'll take you to the well temple. And
Yeah,
sure
nice.
enough, the water spirit is hovering above the well on a plume of water, and she's sitting cross-legged with her arms folded. And she says, "You have done me a great service, heroes. And I see you didn't even need my protection." And she takes the little water moat from around your heads.
What was that gonna do?
We'll never know.
I guess if we got hit with the fire? Question mark.
Yes, but I can't help but to feel like it's not concluded.
Well, you have completed your task, have you not? You have destroyed the Harbinger and their master.
Yeah, but the Harbinger came back.
The Harbinger came back, and we don't have the relic.
She says, "Well, this will not do. You must retrieve the relic."
I tried to convince the Frankenstein to come with us, and he wouldn't.
Why don't you make that wish now? But
That's
maybe
not a
she
knife.
can-
This is a knife. She don't do wishes.
Yes, he's not having the wish thing.
What about a boon?
She did
The
offer some
reward.
boon.
The reward could be.
Would you like to parlay?
I can't parlay. I can parlay angrily, but I cannot parlay
I can't
nicely.
parlay at all.
Don't look at
Lannis.
Lannis.
What? Your charisma.
I have natural charisma. I don't have stat charisma.
I could try, I guess. How lucky do you feel?
Kiefer.
Kiki is also Amber Joe. She's such a pretty girl. She's such a fat girl. Yay!
She's not fat, she's just healthy.
She's so chubby.
I mean, he wishes to see us one last time. And we can try one final time to convince him. That's all I can tell you.
Plus, we can't even kill him. He just keeps coming back together.
She says, the body must be burnt and destroyed completely.
There's no other way.
And what other way would you propose?
Can't you grant him another chance at life? That being our reward.
She says, heal him of his affliction?
That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be a lot of steps for you to skip here.
He's a gentle soul.
He never wanted to hurt anybody.
She muses this over in her head. She says, and you would give this up in lieu of your boon.
Yes.
Bring him to me, and I will see what can be done.
Worth a try.
If
Thank
his
you.
soul is too far gone,
She is just
then
big
he must
boon.
die.
Understood.
Understood.
Alright.
Crystal clear.
We'll cut back to you guys at the cave.
So, another half day's travel.
Yeah. He says,
Friends.
he's got like a little sack over his shoulder, like a stick and like a little sack over his shoulder.
The Hobo-Frankenstein.
Hobo-Frankenstein. Hobo-Frankenstein.
That's the
Hobo-Stein?
name of the episode.
Hobo-Stein.
Hobo-Frankenstein.
Friend, we have figured out your situation. as long as you're not too far gone, the water spirit can grant you new life.
And you're not far gone. You still have humanity within you.
We would like to think so. It's worth a chance, wouldn't you say?
He looks unsure. He kind of looks off to the direction he was going, and he looks back at you, and parlay. This is the last parlay.
Hey, anybody want to throw in some plus bonuses?
Yeah, now's the time.
Robin, we need you. Can we get like a?
He made 6 more trips back and forth.
Can we get like a +3?
I hate long goodbyes.
Alright, this is it.
Robin, we need you. I can't type because there's a cat on my
Who's
keyboard.
making the parlay roll?
I'm making the parlay roll.
Would somebody like to aid you? Somebody who has a bond.
I have a
Well,
bond.
Nobody has a bond with me that's even here.
I have a bond with you on my
I have a bond with you on my finger.
Oh.
Sorry, we're not important to you.
Yeah, well, obviously you don't need our aid.
I'm gonna watch that back on the stream. Nice face.
Okay. So
Somebody clip that.
so 8 away.
So we'll just also throw in like encouraging words, like you get a chance to relive your life normally. What do you like to say? That's
Wouldn't
encouraging.
you like to reconvene with your brothers?
This is your one shot at normal life again.
Roll.
Robin
6 plus 3, 9.
plus
I don't know. Plus what?
Do we
Plus
get
one.
plus
Do you have a 3
2
charisma?
or plus 4?
Huh?
What do you have as
Oh
charisma?
no! I got a 0, so 6.
plus.
Does he get any of ours? Because we could do a bargain.
Oh, he had to jump to the desk tip. Hold on, let him do it. He's gonna save us. Hold on.
Wait, you got a 6?
Yeah.
We make it 7 with our plus 1.
Do we do a plus
Or-
1 each? Does it stack?
I don't believe it does.
But we at least
One
get
of
the
us
plus
hating.
1.
Huh?
We at least get the plus 1
Uh-huh.
once.
He
So
has
that's 7.
dodge.
Oh, +5. There it is.
Yep. Now it's perfect. Now it's perfect.
Robin, our angel.
If you think that I have not been corrupted, then perhaps I should go.
We'll come with you.
I don't think you have.
Robin.
You have a heart of gold.
You are
You bitch.
closer friends to me than I have ever had. I will do this for you.
And a tear comes down my cheek.
And Gizmo is over yonder, and he goes, "Ha! Yay!"
I love this guy. I will never tell him no.
The Love Shack now has X plus F.
So,
The love shack.
oh my God, Robin's going crazy.
Oh,
Oh.
Robin. Robin, save your
Robin,
points.
Robin, you don't know what you're doing to me.
What's he doing?
Robin, save your points.
He's buying a +1 for everyone.
We might need it.
And then the Kraken comes out of the
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, right.
So, just hold on to those guys.
Oh, we can? You're gonna let us hold
I'm
on?
gonna let you hold on to it this time because I love Robin.
Excellent.
So you guys take him back to the town.
Yeah, we leave.
The water spirit judges him, and
Oh, that's just rude. You
huh?
don't get judged enough.
Yeah, she judges him, and what she does is this tendril of water comes out, and it goes into his mouth, and it fills his body until he explodes. And then she sits back smugly as the electric bolt falls to the floor. There is your artifact.
I'm gonna chopstick it into the quiver.
I'm guessing he was too far gone.
She says, she says, not at all. And then out of the well crawls a human man. He's naked, but alive, and weak, but alive. And he's a human man, but he looks
Look, Landis.
Oh my god!
Exactly.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Does Carl fall in love with him immediately? What
Please.
does Carl think of it?
Please follow.
Carl what?
Carl.
Oh, Carl? Carl is not there anymore. Remember he got tossed down the well?
And became a
Oh, he's a
frog.
frog, that's
Yeah.
right. Does he come up with a little frog on his head?
Yeah, he does actually.
Yeah, there we go,
He
new
comes
love
up with a
story.
frog on his head. And
I look to the water spirit and say, "We are forever, and you're dead."
she says, take the relics back to their resting place and lock them up.
We will certainly do that.
Alright. And so,
The quiver's just full of artifacts right now.
as you guys begin to leave the town,
Kiki, stop.
Do we get to see Mom?
Ew.
Do we get to see the mom?
You get to see mom. You get to see Carl's mom.
As you guys are leaving town, Gizmo will run after you. He says, "Hey guys, wait up! Wait up!"
Oh, Robin.
Oh, thank you, Robin.
Robin.
Thank you very much. Robin's the best.
Yes.
Why are we're so blessed to have Robin? Like, I mean, seriously. And so, Gizmo will run after you. "Hey guys, wait up!"
What's up?
You gotta take me with you.
Are you serious?
We don't gotta do nothing.
Oh, come on. Look. Does anybody else find it weird that I look exactly like this guy?
Find it weird that half of you look like
You gotta take me with you. I can't stay here anymore.
Why do you look like him?
Don't ask that.
I don't need one.
He's like, look, when an elf falls in love with a goblin, all bets are off.
Listen, we do not.
You said I was in love.
Come on, Dad.
Alright, look.
Ew.
I told you. No more of that.
It's gross.
He
Alright,
says,
we're-
look,
we're
I
not-
even brought a present. And he pulls out the little frog.
You might want to take that back.
Carl.
Rabbit. Look, you need a new animal companion, don't
Hey.
you?
Don't let her get near that tree.
You need a new animal companion, don't you?
The last one was my best friend.
Carl's
I'm not
your
replacing
lover.
it with something that wants to sleep with me.
No, it's your lover.
Side croak.
Spice.
Plus, I would feel bad if I got him killed in frog form.
So you don't want to come with you now?
I mean, I don't care. He saved my life, so like, I feel like I kind of owe little gizmo something.
Take the frog back and you got a deal.
Okay, you're responsible for it.
What services would you provide for us, Gizmo?
He says, well, let me just say I'm a smooth talker.
He does like the Lana face.
Father like son.
And then, and then he's not going to take the frog back. He says he's going to hide it in his little pouch. His little papoose, if you will.
The frog's gonna get really upset.
And you guys will walk off into the sunset.
What the
The
hell?
final image, though.
The final image is back in Beggar's Hole, atop the newly built tower. Thomas and Sybil stand side by side. Sybil says, "They're returning with the artifacts." Thomas says, "I know. This is your last chance. If you fail me, you will experience a fate worse than any hell you can ever imagine." Thomas says, "I will not fail. This will be their demise."
Riveting.
And and then
Oh my god.
And that's it.
So I was curious about names for everybody. No joke. Felix's partner in second hand before his name was Bug was Toby. So that's just funny. I just thought that was funny.
Alright, so that's it.
We have the end of session stuff.
Yeah, do the end of session stuff real quick.
End of session.
Only two more.
So
2 more.
are our bonds with Felix resolved again? Because we finished the rest of the Harbingers, right?
That was the bond.
So that's a point.
I thought he specifically just said he killed Manticore.
No, he made another one though. Remember?
His ghost did.
Because remember I talked to him again.
Well, I think that was just with you then.
Oh, just with me. Oh, okay.
Back off the list.
Sorry.
That was your bond with Felix.
Alright. Sorry. Ask the player, yep, if they do. Once bonds have been updated, has your alignment been fulfilled? Have I defended those that are weaker than me?
You defended the Bobby Goblins.
Bobby Goblins.
Does anything happen when you do the opposite of yours?
I'll let you decide then. Huh?
Does anything happen when you do the opposite of yours?
Oh,
No.
No.
Good. Because it says help an animal or spirit of the wild, and I feel like I did the opposite.
I like to think that I
You
discovered a
definitely.
magical mystery.
Yeah, you definitely.
What was it?
The water spirit.
Okay.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
My kids do not count.
Yeah, you have a bunch of more
I'm
goblin
a farm
babies.
of my children, apparently.
Totally. What? Oh my god.
That Thomas is an absolute freaking creep. That's new.
No. What? Oh, God.
What? What are you trying to say? Words.
I don't remember it, but there was something. Not about druids.
Love shack. Love shack.
What was he describing to him?
The hobgoblins?
Oh, yeah.
We learned about those.
Well, we learned something new about him.
You know what I thought was new or interesting was the water spirit healing people's afflictions.
Oh yeah.
I'll take that as a point.
I'll join you.
And it breeds like a gremlin in a water park.
Eat.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Absolutely.
Yes. And did we loot a measurable treasure? Yeah, we got the bolt.
Final relic.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And that's the end of the session.
Alright, cool.
You want to do a raid on Plaster Dragon?
Yeah, so let's just go play with Plaster Dragon. Everybody
Stick around for some
Everybody
extra
come
Twitch
play with
points.
Plaster Dragon.
He's awesome.
We love Plaster.
And Zeno is now level 7.
I am now level 6.
Let's raid Plastered Dragon.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's gonna be a good time.
5, 6,
I have just enough to level up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Have a good one, everybody.
Yeah, have a good one, everyone. Thank you very much.
Wait, so what was it again? It's